Happy Sunday, everybody. I'm just on here, man. I ain't doing nothing. I had uh, I had to work early this morning, and had to get up early this morning to get my word. Missed church, but I was in my Bible 4:30 this morning, so I got my words. Kind of got some. You know, there's all kind of things going on out here, man, and all kind of things that's relevant to. It's like a domino effect in the world to me. Looking at things, people, situations, how busy people say that the devil is in your life. It's a busy time. It's a different time today. A very different time today. So I just wanted to wish everybody a happy day. I see I got one person looking on here. How you doing today? I'm just on here, man. I really. Oh, that's my friend. Hey, Rena. She always watching me. I don't know if you trying to. I don't know what's going on, but good morning to you. Happy Sunday. I kind of do want to be on here, but I don't want to be just sitting on here a lot of times and people not really interested in. I don't know what people are interested in. I know I like to talk about what's real. I've been through a lot of things that gave me a lot of understanding to a lot of things. So I just really like to get on and talk about real things. But I want to know who's interested in those real things. So I'm gonna just sit here for a minute, lead this on, and see how many people come about, and we take it from there. You go one step at a time, as we do when we wake up. See, I did the things I did yesterday that I committed sins against. I prayed on them, and I know that I was forgiven when He woke me up this morning. You know, I had a great week. I did. How about yourself? Did you have a great week? I got certain things that I'm dealing with inside of my week, and a lot of things going on. But I had a good week. Every time I wake up, I say it's a good day. You know, there's a purpose in it. So what do you do? What was your week like? Yard work, girl. I don't do no work like that. I got one big old problem. I smoke weed, and I'm trying to stop it because it's really affecting me to a point where. What kind of vices do you have? Let's talk about vices. What kind of vices do you have? What is something that been working on to give up inside yourself, and you just haven't been able to give it up, or the thing that presents itself to help us to give things up hasn't happened for you yet. You got a big house, you and your yard work. Well, ain't nobody coming on this thing. I guess I got to talk about some slant, some scandalous stuff. We talk about people. We bring up the ugly things about people. That's what we're interested in, instead of trying to fix things, and instead of going forward with things, we continue to look backwards, and that allows us to really run into a lot of obstacles that we could avoid if we kept our focus straight. Repeating history, especially if it wasn't healthy. Well, anything behind us is past. And once you pass something, you should be able to have a reflection of what it was about, to be able so that you can keep going forward. And what you've seen behind you should be able to grow from it. That's what I believe. Two women. That's nice. Married, two-story house. That's good. I like to have conversations with people. I talk about a whole lot of stuff, and I don't hold nothing back. And a lot of people, I've learned that over my period in my life, I've walked in a lot of shoes. And I found that over the period of time that a lot of things I'm just not ashamed of, that I went in, because it taught me something, and And I think that's why we fall, so we can get up. And when we're able to get up, then we make better decisions. When you know better, I believe you do something different, because a lot of time people do the same things and they get the same results. But when you do something different, like this is different for me. I don't get on the line and let people, give people an opportunity to just be judgmental about me. But today I'm open for a challenge. I'm open for the challenge to allow my intellect to work. You see, because if I believe that it's greater in He that is in me, then that way there I have to allow that greater in me to work, and I want it to be intellectual. That was 89, 99, 11 years. That was marriage is something deep. I have never been married. I have never been married. I ain't had too many girlfriends, to be honest with you. But it's I've never been married because I just don't believe in divorce. I don't. So because that's why I ain't got married, because it hasn't got to that point, because I see that sometimes an argument makes people go away, or I don't care how many good things a person does. You can do a lot of good things. But when you do make one big mistake or one mistake, all those good things you do don't seem to even matter. And I think that's what being married is about, to be able to get through things, because we grow older. And that's where we wrong with people with marriages. I think we don't, marriage is supposed to be thick and thin, death do you part. But, I don't know what your complications was in marriage, but I just know that there's love and there's respect. And those are two powerful entities. Who else is that on here with us? Somebody's watching. I always feel like I'm gonna get up and go in here and make me some breakfast in a minute. Got two people on here. I got two people. How you like the single life, Renee? Hey, Lashadi Walker. How's your day going today? I mean, let's just talk. Let's talk about real things. Let's see. A lot of things, and a lot of times I talk with people, and if I don't say what they really want to hear, they get mad at me. If I don't be in agreement to something that they're saying, they get mad at me. Yes, the Bible does say it's better to marry, because we don't. It's what we put inside our bodies that make us, and people don't realize that. I'm not celibate, but I'm not active. I don't want nobody else girlfriend. I don't want nobody else to been with somebody else and all that stuff. So it's better to marry. I know I want to marry everyone I'm gonna lay down with, but they don't be wanting to marry. They just want a good time. So I'm just keeping it real. And then not everybody, but then I don't want to lay down with people that I don't want to be with, because I feel like it affects their heart, and I don't want to hurt people. Okay. Like mine, no more. Good. You good? So what you doing today, Lashari? How you pronounce that? Lashari Walker. You enjoy the single life. You get lonely sometimes, but you stay busy. Okay. It's a lot to ask about being, the single life. And you got children? Let me see. Did you say you had children? I know my children are grown. My children are 28, 27. I wouldn't trade nothing in the world for my kids. That's one thing about life that gave me real meaning were my children when they were born. Because before my children was born, I was focused on recklessness, because I wanted not only for myself but for other people. That's been a desire in my life always. I enjoy the single life. I get lonely sometimes, but you stay busy. My Shadia Moore. So tell me what y'all got planned for today. And what city are you in? Yeah, your kids are, forever. Forever is with God. They are our children. We are their parents. That doesn't change. You know, today's kids seem to, they want to make their own decisions. They want to do their own things. So, Toledo, Ohio, the weather's about to break up in there pretty good. How many kids you got, LaShetty? Sherry Walker. New York. I like New York. It's just busy there, real busy. Ohio, I like too. Some of the best musicians off in Ohio that I know. Syracuse, New York. Boy or girl. I just want to talk about real things. I'm gonna try to. I don't be on the internet a lot, but I kind of want to because I got so much up here that just I talk to people on a daily basis, and they inspire me to want to share things for children. Wait a minute. 38, 35, 34, 30. Girl, you look like you about 22 years old on this picture here. Renee. And you have a daughter. How old is she? I have 4 children and I have 5 grandchildren. And they are all awesome, man. I didn't have a child till I was 30 years old. I didn't think I could have babies. And then they came in pairs. 15 is a good age. You ain't letting her hang out at concerts, are you? Awesome. Did both of y'all read my book? Okay. Awesome. You bet not. And I was never a part of stuff like that, man. I just wish people would know that. And back in the 80s when I was younger, and it was different. It was a lot different. We had to find out. We didn't have internet. We didn't have cell phones. And I grew up in a house where it was 5 women. I didn't grow up with men, with boys, and I grew up with my sisters, and I met friends, but when I grew up, people was all about gang banging and. Thank you. 2 years ago. And back in my younger days, it just was different. In dealing with manhood, trying to find out. As I grew up, they had boys clubs, they had big brother clubs because we were young men that grew up without men in the house, and my sisters grew up without a man in the house as well, and so it's like I think that was a big part of the development of the relationship in our family because there was no man there, in respect to them knowing how to be receptive to a man's love or how to respect a man. And that's where a lot of families are falling out at. One big problem with my family. Let me see. I believe you when you say you wasn't a part of it. No, I wasn't really a part of it. I mean, people think what they do, but nobody was there. And I didn't see those things. I saw things that were, hold on, man, looking like that, but in and out, in and out. Nothing was like just so visual that you can understand it. It wasn't. It was like, Rob, no, man, okay. And then you go. But see, time went on, and time developed things that presented themselves right in the open at that moment. And then you say, hold on, man. and then something, and then my spirit reacts to things, and sometimes I'm uncontrollable to the things I do and say because sometimes my passion just acts out on its own. But thank you, LaSherry, Shadi. I'm gonna call you Shadi like a more. But did you buy my book, Sherry? Renee, you know what bothers me about my book being out so long, and I look at what they're doing today, and you know, people get mad if I promote my book, but my book been out there 11 years, and I do it because my struggle with this today is justice, and that's for everybody right now because I look at this whole situation and this. I don't know nothing about the tapes that's out on him, but I know that I have compassion for Robert. I have a history with him that makes me care. You see, but I know him, and I said 11 years ago that these things were developing them in him, and I think that people should have looked at that. Oh, that's right. You did say that. I appreciate that. We're gonna let this sit on the internet with my two guests, my two subscribers. I truly appreciate you taking a minute out to talk to me. Let me see how many minutes we've been talking anyway. 15, 16 minutes. That's cool. So I'm gonna sit this here. What time is it? Because I got to get ready and go and get my breakfast on, get my walk on, and get into my day. And I really appreciate y'all hanging out with me. What would you recommend me? I like to talk and I like, to draw people. And I want to be on here at a certain time every day. So help me out. Help me out to, maybe create something. I want to talk about real things. I'll talk about anything. And, but I kind of want to spend my time on here sometimes. But listen, I'm going to wish you a blessed day. And I thank you again for hanging out with me. And let's see, today is Sunday and the time is 9:30. Well, let's tomorrow's Monday, which is a work day. So let's try like lunchtime, like a 12:30 tomorrow. Let's come on at 12:30 tomorrow just to say hi. Okay? For the day. Let's not say bye. Let's say see you later and have a great day. God bless you and keep you. And say a prayer for me, because I'll say one for you. Okay? So, signing out. Thank you.